And they can hear you. You can start casting if you want to.
Okay, just give me a second.
So yeah, we're good. This is an absolute just shit show of a game so far, honestly. It's always kind of tricky in the JSL having to sub out so many players. You know, just there's a rule where you have to play each player at least one period.
Right.
Right. I didn't know if you knew that, but yeah.
Yeah, they told me that when I came through. For those who are watching, my name is Cavi. I'm a big hockey fan, but I've just come into the league, but I know enough to let you know what's going on. Puck was chipped into the red zone. That'll be your Alaska Aces. On the other side, in blue, you have the Providence Bruins. Looks like we have Daniel playing the puck. It goes back towards center ice, now controlled by Dr. Sauce. Pushed back, still center ice, now pushed back into the center ice again, it looks like. Controlled by Resi and dumped into the Aces.
Ferio, or do you prefer Cavi?
Sorry?
You prefer Ferio or Cavi?
Either. It's Ferrero is my last name, but Cavi is easier for most people.
Cavi's probably easier. Have you had a chance to look at the stats or anything like that for any of these teams?
No, but I'm about to pull them up here. Just a second. Yeah. I had them open.
You can see Alaska is the clear favorite so far in this season, with Providence coming in as a close second. They're actually one game behind, suffering a no, actually they won last week, but yeah, they're only one game behind. No, wait, no, they lost last week. Sorry, to Alaska.
Taking a look at the statistics here, you got Ike Daddy, who I believe is playing as a forward tonight, put up 22 points so far this season, 18 goals and 4 assists.
Clear favorite for the MVP, if I might add. He's actually been threatened to be frozen a few times.
Did not know that.
Do you know what the frozen rule is?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
So, in the JSL, to keep it a beginner-friendly league, to keep good players out of it from ruining the league as they have done in the past, I like to call it the billion rule out of my egotistical nature. They are freezing players who are disrupting the balance of the league by being too good or starting in the RSL. So Ike Daddy has been doing so well that they've threatened to actually freeze him, which is pretty interesting, to say the least.
I mean, taking a look at the statistics, again, 18 goals, 4 assists. I mean, he's far ahead of everyone else in the league.
Well, other than Squirtle, who is also on the team. They're just a dynamic duo.
Where is Squirtle? Yeah, also at 18 points, 13 goals, 5 assists.
If you scroll down, you can see the top performers, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. But if you look on the Bruins side, they have Malkin, who's put up 14 points this season, 12 goals. And is putting up about the same percentage on shooting, which is around 40%. Ike just ahead at 50.
He's a old veteran too. He's taken a few seasons off, but he's been playing since season 3 of LHL. So season 2 of RSL. So that's a long time. He's been playing for 2-3 years now, and off and on. And that experience, I feel like, is going to really help him out in the playoffs to come.
2-1 lead here for the Bruins as it's carried over center ice by Squirtle. Now put in front of the net. Shot goes wide. That actually went off the post.
Was it? That wasn't a save?
Launched down by Dr. Sauce. It went off the post, it looked like. I thought it was wide. That puck is missed, and Geoff's going to come out of net and dumps it back down ice, where it'll be picked up by Dr. Hex, the Bruins goalie, and dumped back to center ice.
Dr. Hex is actually the second highest performing goalie in the league, actually. And Geoff's the third, which out of 4 starting goalies, I mean, I suppose it doesn't mean much, but these are the 2 teams starting goalies, you know. We're seeing the team's 2 top lineups, if you would say.
Puck goes in front of the net, saved by Dr. Hex. Controlled by Squirtle, put in front of another save. That may have gone off of the stick of Coombs. put on net. That looked like it went high. And carried behind the net. Now goes towards center ice. Will be controlled by Coombs, who will lose control. As the puck crosses center ice, now controlled by Barnold, misses the puck, and it'll go towards the defensive zone. And behind the net. Put in front of the net, shot taking, goes into the net. Daniel Lagu with a great shot there, takes advantage of the wraparound and the goalie not suspecting that shot to be able to come high like that. Good shot from Daniel. Aces look like they'll win the faceoff, but they put the net or the puck behind their own net. That'll be controlled by Malkin. Malkin will put it up the boards, back towards center ice, where it looks like Daniel will pick up the puck and dump it back down towards the Aces zone. Now controlled by Malkin, put behind the net and into the corner.
I feel like this game's lost, honestly.
Only 30 seconds left in the game. The Aces are down 3-1. Shot down towards Coombs. Coombs controls it, puts it in front of the net, just off the post and around the net. Coombs trying to wrap it around, is unable to. 20 seconds left here in the game.
With the game already over, let's talk about the implications of this game. This is going to tie both teams, actually, in the point standings. And really, that battle for first place is a really big deal, as Macon has been so completely garbage in the past. So going into playoffs, one of these teams want to play the Macon Whoopies. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and especially considering the Whoopies are in last place with only 2 wins and 1 overtime win, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that'd be their 3rd win that they got today.
Oh, the 3rd win?
Not updated.
Including the overtime win?
2 overtime wins and a regular win.
I see. Do we have a game coming up after this one?
Yes, this is actually, we're switching over to the RSL. And we have the, let me see, the Kamloops versus Toledo. I don't know what the team names are, but those are the 2 teams we're about to see. And we're switching over to, I believe it's Don't Touse Me Bro as a server.
Sorry, what were the teams? Toledo Walleyes and Kamloops Blazers?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. And we're switching servers, you said?
Yeah, to the, what's it called?
Don't Touse Me Bro?
Yeah, Don't Touse Me Bro.
Okay. No, taking a look at the stats here for the Blazers. Leading player at the moment offensively is Doodlebob with 15 points. That's 9 goals, 6 assists. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to make sure that these statistics are right. Looks like he's putting up about 50% on his shooting percentage. It's pretty good. But if we take a look over at Toledo, leading his Secretariat with 12 points, 9 goals, 3 assists on a 63% on shooting. If we look at the goalies here, we've got Mako. Not sure if he's in for tonight. Taking a look, I don't see him at the moment on the ice. Putting up a 60% save percentage with 36 saves on the season. About 2.6 goals allowed every game. On the part of the Blazers, looking like the starting goalie is ML24 with a 55% save percentage with 34 saves on the season and about 3 goals allowed per game. He's also put up 2 points in assists on the season as well. I don't know much about these teams. I haven't had a chance to see them play. But looking at the records here, Blazers are at 5-0-1-3. That's 16 points on the season. Whereas
they're
the Walleyes
second
are at
place.
4-0-1-5 and 13 points. So
there's a very tight race at the bottom of the pack actually for those playoff spots. Top 4 teams make it, and Toledo's holding on to it by 3 points. So if they lose this game, there's some big implications actually. So they really, these bottom pack teams need to get all the points they can get. Toledo, Amherst, and London, and Minnesota even too. Kamloops is just barely out of the danger zone by one game. Hartford being the only clear dominant team in this league.
Looks like we're just waiting on the players to get onto the ice at the moment. What time does this game scheduled to start at?
6 minutes ago.
Oh, so it's already supposed to have begun. All right, well, we can vamp a little bit then while we wait for the, I believe it's Toledo that we're waiting on, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I see.
Looking at Toledo's team, just from my experience, they don't look like a very offensively packed team. You have a great bunch of role players that you're looking at here. You know, you're not looking at superstars on this team. When I look at this team, I don't see superstars. I see guys who fit a role well. And I feel like that's what sets them apart from the, how do you say, Kamloops? Is that their name?
Yeah, the Kamloops Blazers.
Yeah, where you have some superstars in the Kamloops Blazers. Dr. Slugger has been a great player for many seasons. Doodle Bob, I forgot who Doodle Bob is. I think it's Canoodle, actually. Yeah, Canoodle is obviously a great, just standout player for them this season. As opposed to Toledo, I haven't really got a chance to watch them, but it'd be interesting to see how they mesh. What a shot off the start. Big save, too.
Yeah, I was stepped away looking at the stats. Looks like we have gotten into the game. Shot taken on goal as the puck will be controlled and pushed back down towards Trev. Trev will carry it up the boards, but he actually loses control of it and it heads back towards center ice. And now back into the corner. Controlled by Trev, put down across center ice. And now picked up and dumped behind the net.
You're going to see a lot better puck movement in this league for area. You're going to see a lot more passing, less clumping, and it's overall it's a major improvement in this league. The goalies are incredibly more standout too. But I feel like the big thing where teams fall apart in this league is just honestly their shots. Like they just don't convert on the opportunities they create for themselves, you know? Like they do everything but the very last swing of the stick, you know? That's how I feel the RSL, what really separates the RSL from the LHL. That and you know, just overall stick handling. You see some guys with serious deeks.
Looks like both teams are having a little bit of trouble putting the puck in front of the net as it's put behind the Blazers nets. It goes around, controlled by Trev and dumped towards center ice. Picked back up by Germs, who will launch it.
See what I mean? The very last swing of the stick. Like, that's a beautiful opportunity. He had the right idea to take the shot, and he was just barely off hitting that post and hitting the goal and making a big play for himself, you know?
Absolutely.
You're supposed to answer my questions.
No, I am answering. The difference in just a shooting ability from the RSL to the JSL is quite ridiculous. And when you look at even from the RSL to the LHL, there is a significant difference in the lower skilled players. The puck will be shot across the ice, taken up by Germs. Germs will lose control but regain it and put it back into the Blazers zone. Now controlled by John Cena. John Cena puts the puck in front of the net, blocked by Slugger and hit across and what would be out of play, but it landed back on the ice. That'll be dumped back into the Blazers zone. And one of the things that I noticed here, Bill, is that again these teams seem to be having trouble getting that puck in front of the net. And you'll see that it keeps coming around the boards and behind the net, and they're not able to center it very well. I don't know if you've seen that as well.
A lot of that is just missing their opportunities. You know what I mean? Like right there, he broke out and he just tapped the puck a little far. You know, it's very very minor things that set these teams apart from the NHL. And overall, I feel like.
What a save by ML24.
The RSL, you have 5 talented players playing individually. Despite passing and everything like that, you still see some player clumps. You still see them go for pucks that their teammates going for, etc. And that's where defensive systems break down, and that's where the RSL goals come from. When they happen. But you also have some really talented goalies in the RSL. So it's a nice mix and balance. It's a pretty entertaining league, honestly.
As we speak of it, the puck has actually been staying towards center ice, put back into the Toledo zone, wrapped around but blocked by DeBeasy, and Mako may have gotten a piece of that as well as it crosses back into the Blazer zone.
Positioning could have been better there for Doodle Bob to make something happen off that rebound, off that misplayed puck, but we're going to see Dr. Slugger try some jukes here. That final swing of the stick.
Just tipped by ML24 over the net. Looked like it would have gone over anyway. As it's wrapped back around and picked up by DeBeasy, who will have it knocked from his stick, and we will go to the intermission as the first period has now ended.
I'm going to take a quick piss, so I'll let you handle this next few minutes.
All right. It was a pretty good start to the game. Defensively, both teams played well. Both goalies are doing extremely well. But the offense needs to get the puck in front of the net. The forechecks have actually been strong for both teams getting the puck into the zone. It's just a matter of putting it in front of the net and sending it between the posts. Puck will be dumped down into the Blazers zone and controlled by Slugger. Slugger will put it along the boards and dump it down ice. That is to Doodle Bob. Doodle Bob out ahead. And it'll stay along the corner until Beasy picks it up. Beasy taking it behind the net. And we'll wrap it back around to Germs. We'll send it into play across center ice. That'll be launched by Trev back into Toledo's zone, controlled by, can't quite see the number there. That was Nova, put in front of the net and launched back down ice, across center ice, and back into the Blazer zone. Pushed out by ML24.
Hey, Billiam, are you ready for the game tonight? Cavi, is he here?
He had to step away for a minute. I'm just casting this game at the moment.
All right, have fun.
Thanks. Sorry about that. Trev will control and put it behind the net and back out towards center ice. That'll be put back into their zone and carried up by Doodle Bob, who now has control and a lot of room to work with. He takes a shot, save by Mako, and a good save there. As it's pushed into play by Toledo. Trev will wrap it around the net. He actually gets it stuck on the net. ML24 forced to push that off of the net. Controlled by Trev and now put around and across center ice.
I can never lie to you, Cavi. I'm not going to lie. I just went and took some shots.
Oh.
In an effort to be hammered for my next game. Any big developments in this game?
Do you play tonight?
Yeah, in 5 minutes.
Do you know who will be streaming that?
Hopefully Coombs.
Okay, I'll cast that as well then if I'm welcome to.
Yeah, of course. If you can stream, honestly, they'd probably love you.
I'd be able to stream it, yeah.
BOC would actually jerk you off.
I would need to get the stream key.
Yeah, I can get it too.
Okay. The puck will be carried up by Doodle Bob cross center ice, and he'll put it into play. That goes behind the net as the puck was missed, and back controlled by Toledo. Must correct myself. That is now was actually launched into play by the Blazers and back into the Toledo zone. But as I say that, the puck heads back into the Blazer zone. So it seems that there is still not much offense going on. Very great on the defensive end for both teams. As the puck is carried by Beasy, he puts it and it goes into the net. What a softball! But it did go high, so it is a hard save to make.
I
But
believe
that was
Louis
that was
just
a
send
bounce.
you the stream key, by the way.
Let me get that set up then. Would you
Yeah,
like
I
to
got
take over
this.
for me while I do that? All right.
That
Give me a second.
was a big goal there for DeBeasy. This is a extremely with how low scoring this game is. I've seen
It was kind of a soft goal. It wasn't a hard shot. He just lifted it so that it would fall right below or behind the stick of the goalie.
yeah, it doesn't matter how it gets in that as long as it does. And I feel like that's a key thing, you know? It doesn't matter what happens, how it gets there, what kind of shot it is. If it gets in there, something went wrong in some place, you know? And it's a team effort, it really is. From start to finish, every goal is built off mistakes. If every team played perfectly, you'd see 0 goals. And when you're ready, actually, you want to? No, we can switch the stream whenever you're ready, because I probably should go practice before my game.
Trying to figure out how to get it so that hockey will show up. Let me. Oh, my
Use
game
a
exit,
window capture if I'm.
Window capture.
Yeah. And make sure hockey is open when we do.
Window capture. Get hockey open. Why is it not letting me do hockey?
Do you have it open?
It closes for some reason.
Keep it. Or if you're doing full screen, you might want to turn it to window before you do. Oh man, this might be a huge wrap. What a complete fuck up! Holy shit! Oh my god. This is just a giant clusterfuck right now. You're not missing much, Kevin.
Yeah, it seems that when I'm tabbing out, the game is crashing.
Oh, if you have it in full screen, it does that.
No.
You need
Not
to.
when I tab. No, I'm running. Oh, so it doesn't do that. I think it has to do with OBS though.
Oh. You could do what's it called? Monitor capture if you're doing full screen.
That's not the issue. It's just crashing my client.
Huh. Like a driver who texts and drives, you know, they just crash into everything, you know. Very unsafe. Don't text and drive. Oh my god, Slugger, you could have played. This is a game for the ages. Oh my god, 3 minutes left. I'm surprised the Kamloops Blazers haven't put in a goal yet. How much pressure they've been applying. But I can totally understand at the same time why they haven't, because they've been blowing some major dong on the very finish, like at the very final shot. Hopefully, for their sake, for overtime's sake, we can see that change. Alright, well, it looks like it's up to me. Cavi, he had the real talent for casting, but, I mean, I guess I'm here, so you're gonna have to deal with me. Oh my god! What a fucking goal. Doesn't matter how it gets in, but it do how it is, and the two top scorers for Kamloops just put one in with an absolute dingle bop Rudy Roo, and oh my god, Secretariat's gonna get a chance to completely just fuck their world up. What a shitty defensive play by Kamloops. The lead to a great goal by the Toledo Wings. And they've got a minute 20 to make it happen. Just a minute 20, like, that's crazy. But they've got some offensive pressure here. Doodlebop's going to get a chance here to dangle the puck. Can he dangle past John Cena? No, he's not even going to try the dangle. Oh, the tip almost goes on net. What a freaking thriller of a shot there. Woody woo, am I right? Ho ho. Big whoop. And ML24 is going to need to come out and play this one. Or he's not going to. We got Trev coming in. He's got the puck. You fix your streaming? Maybe not.
Nope.
Maybe Coombs can stream. I don't know how to get in contact with him, but maybe he's here somewhere. Coombs. Maybe I can see message him if you sec. No time? Is that really your Steam name? That is an awful name. And there's the game, boys. Alright, I need to go.
I'm gonna try and figure out how to stream this